Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And it alleviates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will get the first swing of the game. They believe they can run right here. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offense.
Running free. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Bowie. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Volunteers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He might want another play. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Bowie. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Caught behind the line. It's Hobbs. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Vols are on the move. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
It's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Seminoles have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Tennessee's offense will have the football first. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The give to the left. Plows through the defense. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This time it's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Send the tight end in motion. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Bowie. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bowie. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Motion from the wideout. Trying the left side. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Close to the marker, it's Bowie. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer.
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here is the Tennessee offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a master class in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hobbs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Off the play fake on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Bowie. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown ball!
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball at the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense has...
Holds it in on the left. Turning it on. Attack. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, no.
Nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Thanks to grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
The Vols line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hobbs. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hobbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Hobbs. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Volunteer! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking downfield very late in the half. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Vols will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Threads it inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. They'll leave it with him. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads up play by the QB.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Hobbs. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Bowie. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hobbs. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the fullback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown ball! Quick strike through the air for the score.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Complete. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Snags it over the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Quick step and go. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And they'll try to fight a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Big fella moving. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Avery. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his performance.
Well, it's one thing to have talent, but to get all the talent with the new pieces every single year to work together, this passing attack looks like they're going to be formidable. And now you already got that one top 25 win for the resume to keep building throughout this season.
Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Tennessee! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.